I'm doing this video for all these cats that are buying and selling cars on the internet that are not legit. And this is game. I'm not hating on nobody, but I just want to give us some free game and everything else. You know, for these cats that's out here wanting to buy and selling cars, I mean, the game ain't the same no more. I used to do it. I'm about to be 27 in December 1st. I'm a Sagittarius, baby, I know. But the game ain't the same no more back in the day when we was selling cars and we didn't have to get them small or whatever else. Now cats, they tripping off of how long you didn't own the car, if it's small, you know, everything. Now cats is catching on to it. They know everybody trying to make a quick dollar. You know what I'm saying? But my suggestion to that is, you know, you going to the impound yard, you're gonna need the auction. Man, certain cars you just gotta leave alone, man. You want to get something that's gonna pass small, because that's what most of these cats are tripping off of nowadays. 99% of people on the internet want a car that's past the small, and they want to at least make sure it's in your name. Because they're starting to trip off these lien sales, or you going to auction buying them from these lien sales, the auction and all that stuff, and they not even in your name. You know, and this is just free game for all the cats that's out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to make money and just trying to get over, or you just trying to make a dollar. I mean, you know, and I'm not knocking your hustle, but at the same time, I'm just giving you free advice that these cats are catching up to what you're trying to do, make money, and the car is not stuff in your name. Now, for all these cats that's out here, you want to make money and everything else. Why y'all don't just go get your dealer's license? So you got to look into your. California is different. Our laws is all you got to do is find somewhere where it's
a spot where you can sell two cars, which, you know, I took the certificate, I took the class and everything else. You know, when all these cats get into the game trying to buy cars and sell them and everything else, I'm looking at, well, everybody doing that. What can I do to do different? Yeah, I still want to sell cars and stuff and trucks and stuff like that, but you know, I got a lot of friends that's in the trucking business. They looking for big rigs all day. Like recreational vehicles, RVs, ATVs, stuff like that. You can make money off of that. You can seriously make money off of that. You know, so my suggestion is, all these cats, you know, you trying to make a quick dollar, get your dealer's license. You know, the insurance for me is like $3,000 a year. Depending on how your credit is. If your credit ain't screwed up, see, your bond is by how your credit is. Your credit ain't screwed up, the lower your bond is, the lower money you have to put up for your bond and everything else. But you'll never have to pay no more than, let's say, depending on how many cars you sell a year. And every state different, so you have to look into your state. So my suggestion is for these cats is, even if you don't want to do that, go find like a little lot to where we can like pay $300 or $400 a month and store cars there. You know, tell the city you storing cars there. You don't want to tell them, especially if they don't allow cars to be sold there. Tell them to see if they allow you to store cars there and do it that way, instead of having cars scattered out on people's street, because people getting pissed off and you probably figuring out who called us snitching and everything. It's these neighbors, because ain't nobody want no piece of shit in front of their house that you keep push starting it, or you got to jump start it every couple of days to move it across the street. I mean, you know, you got to look at the neighbor point of view too. That bring down the value of their house. Now, what if they trying to sell their house and a potential buyer come over there and see they got a piece of shit in front of their house and it ain't even the neighbor's car, and the potential buyer see, oh well, they hella raggedy ass cars over here, I don't want to buy the house. That fuck up the sale for them. And you might say, oh, that's not my problem and everything else, but you know, and then that's why they turn around and cats start snitching and stuff. You know. I mean, and a lot of cats doing it, they just going to the auction buying anything. That ain't the point of the game. If you're going to go to the auction and buy something, make sure at least halfway decent and run decent. And that will pass small. Because California has one of the toughest small laws. One of the toughest. You know, cats calling me all the time, do I want to take an out-of-state vehicle? Not if you don't pass small. I'm sorry. Because out here, it's a little bit different. We got small, they trip big time. You know, and a lot of out-of-state vehicles don't have the requirements to get California small. So my suggestion is, all you cats is, if you want to get in the car game, you know, find you somewhere where you can do two spots at. Find a place where they charging $500 to $600 a month. If you selling one car a week, you could go buy 3 cars at the auction. Sell one car drive one car and keep 2 at the office, 2 or 3 at the office. And then once you sell them, you go back to the auction and get 1 or 2 more cars and then put them back at the office. You know, and then that way you generate money. You have money to pay all your expenses and everything else. Because I'm telling you, once you get your dealer's license, man, you can get cars out of the auction for $25 running that will pass small. You know, sometimes 50% of the cars at the auction are junk, and 50% of the cars at the auction is not junk. You know, you can make money. You know, I got friends right now going into dealer's auctions paying $20, $25, $100 per car. They coming out smaller. You might have to put a starter on them or a battery. You know, that come with the territory. You got to put a little money into it. But you know, these cats on here just trying to make a quick dollar, man. Everybody catching on. I used to do it back in the day when I was 16 years old. I had my first car. I had a little Dodge Colt at 16. My friend gave me. The transmission was going out on it. You know, so I'm just giving everybody free game. It's no hate or nothing, but it's like free game. You know, once you get your bond, you have keep your credit all right. Get your bond. You have to get insurance on the car when you go register at the auction, because they won't let you just register at the auction. You don't have insurance on the vehicles that you're buying. So when the public drive them, they'll be insured through your company. And then that ain't even that much. It might be $100 a month, like up to a certain many cars a year. Or you can do wholesale, where you buy. You don't even deal with the public. You do dealer to dealer. You buy cars at like a used car lot, and you take them out to the dealer and sell them. To the auction and sell them. And with a dealer license, you can go to any auction. Any auction. You don't need to just do one auction. Me, I'm trying to do something different. I ain't trying to do cars in truck. Yeah, I'm trying to do cars in truck, but I'm trying to do like ATVs and RVs and big rigs and stuff like that. I don't see no car dealer doing it. You can make money off of it. Especially if you know a lot of truck drivers. They always trying to update their truck. Once their truck get 1 million miles, they trying to get rid of that shit. You know, you could go to the auction, let's say get a 2001, 2002, maybe spent 10 to 15 grand. Half of what the big rig dealer is charging. So, I suggest everybody, for these cats that's trying to get their dealer's license, I want to, make money and be successful, look into it. Every state is different. I don't know how your state is. I'm just saying how California is and everything else. I stay in California, but every state is different. You know, you can make a lot of money. I know cats that's selling 1 car a week, and they have a full-time job. They selling 1-2 cars a week, and they still making $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year. And let's say, and they rent. They got one cat I know. He paying $500 a month. He got his landlord let him put up to like 5 cars at his spot. You know, $500 a month. He spent a prorate on garbage. He paid his own electricity. He has Nextel, so he doesn't have a phone at the office. They could call him on Nextel. You know, and it's bond every month. The rest is profit. It's profit. So, you know, that's what I suggest to all these cats, man, because times are changing. People don't want to buy shit that ain't past the small, that ain't in your name. You just buying from the auction, they catching on to this shit. So I'm just letting everybody know that people wonder why all these cats are snitching about these cars, because nobody don't want to see that shit. I used to do it back in the day. That's why I'm giving them game now, because I used to have hella cars from the people's houses. Cars that didn't run, motor fucked up, tranny fucked up, clutch fucked up. I did it all. So I'm just giving them game for everybody. You know, if you want to get in this car game, this way you can do it and still make money. You know, if you got any questions, you could call, you can ask me, or you can leave a comment on my YouTube page, and I'll get back at you. If it's something I don't know, I can ask my teacher. I have his number. Like I said, I didn't took the class already. I'm getting the bond and everything. I found a lot. Like a little office. You know, I'm trying to check with the city right now. Oh yeah, another thing. That's what I'm going to bring up. They won't let you. You have to, before you can do anything, you have to go to the city to make sure the city allow you to do it there. Because if you go to DMV and say, I found a location, the first thing they're going to tell you to do is go check with the city. Because they're going to listen to the city before they listen to you. And if the city find out that you running a illegal car shop there, you can forget it. Because they'll put you on a list and they'll ban you. You know. So, that's all I got to say about that, man. I might make a part 2 about that, but I appreciate if everybody leave a comment on my page, or if you have a question, I can try to answer it the best I can. And I'm going to talk to everybody later, because 10 minutes is up and I don't want to keep going. So I'll talk to everybody.